Welcome back, guys, and thank you for supporting and helping. Today, we're going to go ahead and cover the latest hire by Mike McDaniel and company. Also, was Mike McDaniel forced to hire this person? Is Mike McDaniel, even though he said he wouldn't give up play calling unless he saw a reason to give up play calling, is Mike McDaniel doing this to eventually give up play calling? Because we got to remember, guys, that this is do or die for Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. They gotta fix the trenches, they gotta fix the guards, and they gotta win. People are saying at least one playoff game. To me, they need to win 2 playoff games in order to save their jobs. But they hired former Houston Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick. And I'm gonna go ahead and read the first article for Marcel Louis Jacques that he wrote about the hire, and then Chris Kaufman he wrote something on Twitter, which I agree. Chris Kaufman wrote that he thinks it's a power play by the upper management, Chris Greer and Tom Garfinkel and upper management to send a message to Mike McDaniel, a subtle message to Mike McDaniel that he should possibly think about giving up play calling. All right, guys, let me go ahead and read this article. I have 2 articles to read, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Are they playing a subtle game of you should give a play calling? Is Mike McDaniel going to give a play calling? Also, how will this hire possibly affect Tua Tagovailoa? Former Houston Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick will join the Miami Dolphins coaching staff as the senior passing game coordinator, a source confirmed to ESPN on Tuesday. The move will reunite Slowick with head coach Mike McDaniel, whom he worked with in both Washington and San Francisco, as well as his brother, Ryan Slowick, who is the Dolphins' defensive back coach and pass game specialist. NFL Network first reported Slowick's hiring. Slowick spent the past 2 seasons as the Texans offensive coordinator. They won the AFC South and reached the AFC divisional round in both seasons. But Houston ranked 22nd in both yards per game and expected points added in 2024, and Slowick was fired in late January. Darrell Bevell has worked as the Dolphins quarterbacks coach and passing game coordinator since 2022. A source told ESPN that despite the addition of Slowick, there was no change to Bevell's role. The Dolphins' offense sharply declined from 265.5 passing yards per game in 2023 to 218.9 in 2024, largely due to quarterback Tua Tagovailoa sitting out a career-high 6 games, with Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle returning. Miami should be one of the most explosive offensive in the NFL. The Dolphins' 19 receptions of at least 50 yards since 2022 are the most in the league during that span. Though Miami's offense wasn't as explosive in 2024, last season did feature the emergence of tight end Jonnu Smith, who set single-season franchise records: 4 receptions, 88 receiving yards, 88 receptions, and 884 receiving yards, and 8 receiving touchdowns by a tight end and running back, Devon Achane, who led all NFL running backs with 78 catches and 592 receiving yards. So that is Louis Jock's thoughts on the hire. And then I'm going to go ahead and read another article from an opinion piece from Vince Fanatic. What hiring Bobby Slowick means for Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. And then underneath he put, another big name coach is coming to town. The Miami Dolphins are adding experience to their coaching staff, according to reports, and it's a pretty good name to have on the roster. Apparently, one Slowick wasn't enough, as the Dolphins are adding the brother of defensive back coach Ryan Slowick to the staff, and it could make head coach Mike McDaniel feel some heat. According to NFL media, Tom Pelissero on Tuesday, former Houston Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick will be joining Miami as the team's senior passing game coordinator. The move is big for the Dolphins and could be bigger for quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Slowick did an amazing job with Texans passer C.J. Stroud in his rookie season in 2023. Slowick was discharged from his job following the 2024 conclusion. Many thought he might join a team like the Philadelphia Eagles, who just lost offensive coordinator Kellen Moore after he was named the new head coach of the New Orleans Saints. Slowick has a good offensive mind, and while he won't be directly coaching Tua Tagovailoa, he will be in charge of putting a game plan together that will emphasize his strengths. What Slowick joining the Miami Dolphins might mean for Darrell Bevell and Mike McDaniel. Darrell Bevell currently holds the title of passing game coordinator. So the question is, will he and Slowick work together, or will Bevell handle just quarterbacks? It might be a good idea to let Slowick handle coordinating the passing game, freeing Bevell to work closer with Tua without having to double up on his responsibilities. If that happens, it is definitely a win for Tua, who could use a more concentrated focus. As for Mike McDaniel, it might not be the best idea to hire someone who has play calling experience. McDaniel has repeatedly said he won't give up handling the play calling because no one else on his staff is more qualified. Let's just say you could make an argument to the contrary now. If McDaniel struggles with play calling in 2025, the calls from the stands are going to get louder from the fans. In 2 seasons with the Texans as offensive coordinator, Slowick, the Texans' offense ranked 13th and 19th in the NFL scoring. Houston also ranked 7th in the league passing offense, but that dropped to 21st in 2024. So guys, this can help Tua because he's going to have one main coach helping him directly with his skill sets, and it also can put Mike McDaniel on the hot seat. I agree with Vince Fanatic on this. I think this was a quiet move from the higher-ups, from Garfinkel, and maybe Chris Greer saying, or maybe Chris Greer was involved in the decision, subtly saying to him, you need to give up play calling. Now there is a play caller on the coaching staff. So this is the most current hire for Mike McDaniel. Kind of surprising he would hire somebody with play calling experience, but was he forced to? Let me know down in the comments. Was he forced to hire Bobby Slowick? Let me know what you think. And guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, stay positive, stay on your grind. Remember, you're one of a kind. And one last thing, guys, if you want custom cups, custom keychains, or custom candles, check it out at rollinwithcarlos.com and YouTube merch coming soon. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.